How we doing?
Jalen, can you take us through the fumble? I didn't get a chance to rewatch it probably, but what do you think happened on that play?
I think overall, I just have to play better. I got to play better. We have a ton of opportunities to lead the offense and really play complementary ball, and it starts with me on that side of the ball. And I would get down like we did. We got to help. I have to help the defense out, executing, communicating. The things that I'm seeing on the field, and just trying to really create the momentum that we need just to get in the end zone. It starts with me in terms of getting in the end zone and leading drives, and I didn't do a good enough job with that.
I know you don't want to make excuses, but when you don't have Devontae and AJ, how much does it limit you guys?
I didn't play good enough. That's what it comes down to. We have opportunities. It's put a lot of time in this week to take advantage of this game and what we had and the guys that we had a lot of trust in, and we took advantage of some and some we didn't. But ultimately, it starts with me.
When you avoid a rusher, does your internal clock have to change, knowing that he's still somewhere in the pocket?
I'm sorry?
When you avoid a rusher like you did on the strip sack, does your internal clock have to change a little bit, knowing that there's at least one body in the area?
I think it's a matter of being decisive and knowing exactly what you're about to do. I think if we get that ball off, we have an opportunity to Grant Calcaterra down the middle of the field. Just didn't end up having enough time in that situation. So,
It's 4 games now without a first quarter point. What needs to be done to start quicker in these games?
I got to start fast. I have to play better.
Are there common threads in those games that are problems that are stacking up that are leading to this?
I don't know if I can pinpoint that.
You were talking to a lot of different guys after this game on Talking Brandon. What is the message in your mind that needs to be expressed to this team right now?
Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. We've experienced different adversities. Just have to continue to learn from these moments. That's been the takeaway from every game that we've played. We got high aspirations as a football team. We've grown together, and we'll have different adversities that'll challenge us. And we just got to continue to grow and learn from everything we experience.
On the first play of the game, I recognize it's easy for me to ask this from this side of the podium, but did you think you had Saquon there on that play?
I had the opportunity to him for sure. Didn't make it. Threw it away.
Dallas said that this team needs to find its identity during this week and the next week. Do you agree? Do you think this team has an identity, or do you think you need to develop it still?
I think there are a lot of teams in this point of the season that don't really have an identity. I think we're still trying to figure that out. I think it's challenging when you've had different moving pieces throughout in that. And so given the opportunities you have, it's truly a so what, now what mentality, and that's the approach that I've had. I just don't think I've been good enough in those areas. There isn't a doubt of anyone who steps on that field in terms of opportunity. We got to give guys opportunities and put guys in positions to be successful. And I have to play point out there and distribute it, really run the show and lead the charge offensively, and as a team. And I got to be better at that.
How difficult is it when you have, like you mentioned, all these new faces, in the huddle, pretty much for the last 3 weeks and everything, just kind of adjusting, dealing with all that kind of adversity?
Yeah, I don't look at it as a difficulty. It's something that's different, something that you adjust to. And I had a ton of confidence in the guys we had going out there today. I just, I don't think I did enough. I clearly didn't do enough. You can point fingers wherever, but, I own all of that. I touch the ball every play, and I take pride in that.
I know you guys didn't have a lot of.
What is your process when it comes to correcting a turnover? I know immediately after a play you're analyzing, but how soon do you return to it after a game? How do you
look at how and why. There are a ton of different things that go into it. Ultimately, the goal is to protect the ball. That's the goal. I think there have been a ton of different situations where different things have come up, and then they've all kind of been different in a sense. But you just have to learn from them all.
This is an early bye week. Will you approach this differently? How will you approach it the next however many days before you get back to practice?
I just assess these first 4 games. Obviously, everyone get healthy and continue to press on and move forward.
With the turnovers, you're among the leaders this year and last year, which is different from the earlier parts of your career. How do you kind of process that, and what will be the operation this week to help get that fixed?
Yeah, I got to be better. That's the only thing I can say. I got to be better. I think things will be better once we establish our identity for ourselves, and we're trying to figure that out.
Did you take time to talk with the players as a team after the game, like you did after the Falcons loss?
BG actually took the throne and had great words, and everybody he led that charge. Everybody said something in between time, but everybody understands that we're going to do this together. We went out there and we didn't do good enough as a team, and that's led by me. I didn't do good enough for me. I'm in my position, and so we just have to learn from it.
How's the game plan affected or changed when you're down 24-0 early?
It's just a matter of responding, really, reacting to what's going on. You have different things in the flow of a game when you go in and say, I'm going to attack a team like this, but ultimately you got to go out there and play ball, have a feel for the game and what they're doing, and I think we just all have to be better with that, starting with me.
You said a few times that you have to play better. What's at the top of your list right now to improve?
Production. I think production. Taking care of the ball. And just the efficiency. We have to put points on the board. That starts with me.
Nick, I'm sorry, Jalen, you and Nick are obviously big voices on the team as the head coach and the quarterback. As you enter the bye and you want to find an identity, do you two talk about maybe what you want the message to be to the team, or how you kind of want to handle as you guys go into the second part of the year?
We have our moments.
What's your plan for the bye week?
I don't know yet.
All right. Thanks, guys.